Dear families, it's time for your Family Support Friday video.
In today's video, District 186 staff Corey Moore will provide some information about managing screen time.
This video was created by Springfield Public Schools parents, students, staff, and community members. We hope you enjoy Family Support Fridays.
Hello, my name is Corey Moore, and I am the Behavior Analyst for District 186. Today, we're going to talk about healthy media habits that you can implement in your homes. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends a balanced and individualized approach to screen time at home. Every family has different schedules, values, and needs, so we all need to approach healthy screen habits from a realistic and individualized perspective. First, identify your family's core values and help your child identify his or her core values as well. Use this information to make a plan so that you spend more time in the areas that you deem more important each day. So let's talk about some of the things that you should consider as you're making that media plan for your family. First and foremost, we want to ensure that we're protecting the physical health of our children. Start by scheduling the 8 to 12 hours of sleep, depending on what is needed for your child's age group, and then schedule 1 hour each day of physical activity. And then you're going to build your daily schedule from there to determine a daily screen time limit. Once you're implementing your plan, you may want to find apps that'll help you enforce those screen time limits. Our Pact is one example of an app that helps you enforce those limits without having to physically remove devices from your child. You also might want to teach your child to self-monitor their own daily screen time. The simple act of creating an awareness of one's own behavior can actually help to change it. If you're really brave, have a competition at home. So post each family member's screen time and have rewards for lowest screen time or even for everyone who's meeting those daily goals. We also need to make sure that we're protecting the mental health of our children. So ensure there's ample time to engage in offline activities that align with your family and your child's values. Very often, it's not enough to just reduce the amount of time that we're engaging with our screens. So we'll need to replace it with other activities that would compete with our attention and pull us away from the endless, mindless scrolling that can happen online. We need to learn to monitor for signs of addiction. So, one of those first red flags is disproportionate emotional responses when you ask your child to turn off the screen or put down their device. You also want to make sure you have a good sense of what's happening in your child's online life. So, know who your child's connected to, know who and what he or she is following so that you can be aware of those messages that your child's being exposed to on a daily basis. This will help you steer them away from those toxically negative individuals and groups. Help your child keep social media lives in perspective. So we see highlights of someone else's life, which is oftentimes not reality. And then learn how to identify symptoms of anxiety and depression and then seek professional help if you have concerns. This one is easier said than done, but if we want our children to have healthier habits, we must model what we're expecting. Your message is going to be so much more effective if you're practicing what you're preaching. We also need to create screen free zones in our homes. So, to the greatest extent possible, keep devices out of those bedrooms. Then give gradual, developmentally appropriate independence with the caveat that you'll still be on the lookout for his or her well being. Consider making meal times screen free so that you can connect with your child without those distractions. And also encourage entertainment media free homework time. Here's a graphic that was shared by a local agency to help parents identify some of the risky apps on your child's devices. And here are some resources, some websites that you might want to visit that'll help you navigate how to structure healthy and balanced media plan for your family. It doesn't have to be perfect, complicated, or look like what anyone else is doing. It's just important that it reflects your family's values and needs and is realistic to implement day in, day out. So thank you so much for taking the time to hear about some of those recommended strategies. I hope you found it helpful.
Hi, I'm Aisha Smith. I'm a parent at Butler Elementary, and just some ways my family has taken control of our screen time. We've made sure to set time limits. So if you're on your screen for an hour, you have to take an hour break. If you're on your screen for 2 hours, you need to take a 2 hour break. We've also made sure that our kids understand that going outside is definitely a priority. You can always put the game down, go outside, get some fresh air. We've also been very adamant about our parental control settings on his electronics. We control his parental controls on his video game, on his phone, on his iPad, anything he has access to online. We make sure that we go through all those settings to keep him as safe as possible. With kids getting online now and they can connect with anyone in the world through online gaming, it's just even more important to be very vigilant in making sure that our children are safe online. So, something else we've done, we've made sure that he understands that video games are strictly for weekends. You can have your video game Friday after school, Saturday, and Sunday, but Monday through Friday, our focus is school. And our video games are recreational and they can wait till the weekend. That's just some tips from my family. Have a good day.